Hi there, this is Jordan from ProSite Tutorials and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show to you the whole process that you need so you can build a fantastic looking and professional website just like the one that you see over here. And for this I used WordPress, and if you're wondering what exactly is WordPress, well, WordPress is a free platform and one of the best ones out there because it allows you to build a website very easily and quickly without you needing to waste your time learning how to code HTML, CSS, Java, and so on. So you will be able to do this without having any kind of coding knowledge at all. And also, I'm going to explain a bit about this website so you can get an idea of what exactly you will learn throughout this video. First, I will teach you how to choose a responsive theme, because nowadays not everyone uses a computer to go to your website. Many people use a mobile, they use a cell phone, and they have a smaller screen size. So it's important for you to have a website that automatically adjusts to their screen size. You can see that once I reduce the window size of my website, just like this, it automatically adjusts to the new window size that I have over here. And this is exactly what a responsive theme is supposed to do. So I will teach you how to choose one, how you can get one. Also, this website can be about anything that you want. In this case, I choose food critic, which is someone who goes to restaurants. They review the food quality, the service of that restaurant. But you can do about anything that you want. If you like, for example, you like to travel, you can do a blog related to that, or how to do money online, which is something that is quite popular nowadays. So you can do about anything that you want. It doesn't exactly need to be about this, what I did over here on this website. Also, I will teach you how you can create an image for your header section, which is this one that you see over here. That looks really fantastic. For this I use a free software called Gimp, so I will give you a brief explanation about this software throughout this video. Also, how you can create a feature section on your website, and this is a great way for you to actually promote some products that you own or that you are affiliated to other companies, and you can start earning some money this way through your blog. You can see over here I have related things as an example: how to become a food critic, best cooking classes, food tasting course. This is all related stuff to my main website topic. Below I have a blog where you can see all of the posts that I recently wrote for this website with a good image on the side. I will also teach you how you can do this, how you can create posts for your website, how you can feature an image on your blog section. Also on the sidebar, which is this section on the side, I will explain how you can add this widget that allows people, when they go to your website, it allows them to subscribe using their email address. This way, when you write some new content, they will receive a notification into their email inbox that you wrote something new. Very probably they will be interested in what you wrote and they will go to your website. So I will explain later on how you can add this section, how you can add a recent post section so people can see the content that you wrote recently. Also, how you can add a like us on Facebook box. This is a small box that allows people to like your fan page on Facebook, so you can start building a small community on Facebook of people that like your website and also fan page. Also, I noticed that most blogs out there organize their website by categories. And also they insert the categories on their navigation bar, which is this section over here. And what I mean about categories, probably don't know exactly what categories are, but categories is a way for you to organize your website posts by topics. You can see that best dishes is one topic, Restaurant guide is another topic, and delicious desserts. When someone clicks on best dishes, they are taken to another page where they can see all the posts related with best dishes. Same thing happens when they go to restaurant guide. They can see posts related with, with reviews that I made from different restaurants. Over here on delicious desserts, they can see posts related with desserts. And in this case, I just have one, for example, but I guess you get the idea of what exactly this is. Also, I will teach you how to create an about page. This is something that every good website should have, is an about page where you talk a little about yourself, about your business, so people can get a better idea of what exactly your website is, who you are. You can also add an image because it's something that people really like to see who you are, who's the person behind the blog, behind the content that you write. Also, over here I added a video, which is not something that you really need to do. I just added this video because later on I want to explain how you can embed videos on your pages or posts, because it's basically the same way. So once you know how to do this on one of your pages, you know how to embed videos wherever you want on your website. So we'll explain how you can create a contact page. This is a great way for people who go to your website, they want to discuss something with you. They go to your contact page, they put their name, their email, their website if they have one, their URL, and they leave the comment. Once they submit it, you will receive a notification into your email inbox with what that person wants to discuss with you. So in this video, I will explain how you can create this kind of website from scratch, and you will learn the whole process. Now I'm going to just explain all the steps that are required so you can build this website. So stay there. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 steps that you need to take so you can get your website done. The first one is get a domain name and a web host. And I'm guessing you're wondering, what exactly is this? Well, a domain name is basically your website internet address. It's how people can find your website over the internet. For example, www.google.com is a domain name, or youtube.com is another one, or even prositutorials.com is also a domain name. These are all domain names. And a web host is a company that provides some space on their computers so you can store all the information from your website. This includes the images that you have over there, the content that you write, everything will be stored on these computers. And at the same time, they put all of that information over the internet so other people can see it. And for this I use Bluehost, which is a company. They really provide a reliable service. They have a great customer support. And later on in this video, I will show to you more exactly how their service works like. Anyway, if you get an account with them, you will automatically get a free domain name, so you really don't need to worry about that. And the pricing is $4.95 per month, depending on the planning that you choose, and if you actually follow the promotional link on the description from this video. And sure, I will get also a small commission if you do that, and it will help me continue doing these fantastic videos to help you and others create fantastic looking websites. Okay, so let's pass to step 2, which is install WordPress platform. As I said previously, WordPress is the platform that will allow you to easily and very quickly create a fantastic looking website. And when it comes to this, it's very simple for you to install. It's practically a one-click process, and later on I will show to you more exactly how this works. Step 3, the last one, build your website. So this is the step where the fun will start. Installing a free theme called Radiate, and as I said previously, a theme is basically the design of your website. Radiate is a responsive theme, so it will automatically adjust to any kind of screen sizes. And later on, I will use Gimp to create the new images that you will need for your website. Gimp is a free software similar to Photoshop, and it's really fantastic. And then to end, we will start adding pages, categories, the future section, widgets, and all of the things that you need so you can get a great website done. Okay, so those are the 3 steps that you need to take throughout this video so you can get your website done. Things are really getting hot because now we are going to start doing that website, so stay there. Okay, so now I am in the front page of Bluehost website, and as you can see, they really have a very bluish layout, and I'm going to show to you how you can get an account with them, even though I'm not going through the whole process because I already have one. Once you come over here, the thing that you probably want to check is the features that you will get once you have an account. The thing that I like about Bluehost is that you only have one package to choose from. So no matter the amount of time that you decide to use their service, you will always get every single feature that they have available, such as a limited domain hosting, a limited hosting space, a limited file transfer, and also email accounts, which is really something that I like because this allows you to create an email account for your website. Also the free domain name, which I explained previously. Also you have free site builder with templates and free instance setup. Okay, those are the features that you get. But the thing I really like a lot about Bluehost is their customer support. They offer a 24/7 support, as you can see, but they have a really professional staff that is very helpful. And I'm saying this because you might actually decide to choose another web host because they have a lower pricing. But if they have a bad customer support and along your journey as a webmaster, you certainly will have issues with your website. And if the customer support doesn't help you out, then you will waste a lot of time and also money. So you really don't want that. Also, you have the money back guarantee, which I really doubt you will need this option. One-click installs. Well, there's something called Mojo Marketplace, which is integrated on their cPanel, which later on you will see more exactly what this is. But with this marketplace, you can install, for example, WordPress basically just in one click. It's really that easy. Also, they give you some advertising offers from Google, free credits from Facebook, so you can promote your business more. Okay, so let's just press the button that says get started now. Let's go. Okay, on this page, you need to choose a domain name for your website. If you don't need to use the branding of your company, I recommend for you to get a name that explains a bit about what your website is about. Also that at the same time is easy for people to remember. So get something that is short, that doesn't have dashes in the middle and so on. Okay, so I'm going to check for how to make a website with a Z in the end. I'm just going to put a Z in the end because I'm pretty certain that how to make a website already exists. So there are several different extensions that you can choose from. The .com is the most used over the internet, especially if you have intentions on creating a blog where later on you will promote products. I recommend the .com. Also, .org is very used over the internet, especially by nonprofit companies. So it's really up to you. I'm just going to leave .com and press next. Okay, press next, and now over here you need to fill the required information with your first name, last name, the usual stuff over here. And an account plan. Okay, on an account plan, the more months you decide to use Bluehost service, the cheaper is the fee that you need to pay per each month. As you can see, for 36 months, the price is $4.95 per month. For 24 months, the price is $5.95 per month, and 12 months you pay a bit more. Okay, I'm just going to keep it for 36 months. Also, you have other additional features such as site lock domain security. It's something I really don't use much. This is something that scans your website for malware and stuff like that. Also, you have the option of using Site Backup Pro. I also don't use this, but you may want to check over here for more information so you can see more exactly what this is. I don't use this because there are free plugins for WordPress that do pretty much the same thing. Also, you have Search Engine Jumpstart. This helps you get better rankings on Google and other search engines. The thing I really recommend is Domain Whose Privacy. So once I go over here to more information so you can see more exactly what this is. If you don't use this, anyone who does a host to your website, they can see all of your personal information. As you can see, without Bluehost privacy, they can see your name, where you live, your phone number, and so on. And many times you really don't want that. So if you are using this service, all this information will automatically be filled by this company. So they will get some fake information. So this is really useful, and you might want to actually use this. Okay, once this is done, you just need to fill the billing information. You might want to check the terms of service and this link's over here. And then you just need to press next. Once you press next, later on you will receive an email with their billing. And that's pretty much all you need to do. So that's all that you need to do so you can get a Bluehost account. Now I'm going to show to you how you can install WordPress so we can start making that fantastic website. Okay, so now I'm going to show to you how you can install WordPress. And the first thing that you need to do is go to Bluehost website. Once you come over here, you just need to press login. Okay, you press login, you are taken to this page where you need to insert your username, the password, so you can enter in your account. Just press login, and then you are taken to the cPanel. The cPanel is exactly this. It has many different icons and many different options. Quite honestly, I only use a few of them, so I'm just going to show to you how you can immediately install WordPress. So as you can see over here where it says website builders, you just need to choose WordPress. Really simple. So later on in this video, I'm going to show to you how you can get an email account, because that's quite useful. Okay, so you go through Mojo Marketplace. This is Mojo Marketplace, which is a system that they have integrated on Bluehost, and it has many different plugins, themes, and stuff that you can actually install. And you are taken to this page where you just need to press start. Okay, now you press start, and over here you need to select which domain you would like to install this. So you just click over here and you see the list of different domain names that you currently have, and you just choose the one where you want to install WordPress. So once you have that, you just need to press check domain, and this may take just a few moments, and it will see that it will check if it has anything installed over there. Okay, it says that it has, so I'm just going to press continue and it will overwrite. Okay, now on this page you want to get to show advanced before you actually install anything at all. You might want to change your site title. This is the title for your website, so you might want to put anything over here, but it's not really important because later on you might actually change this on WordPress. So it's really not that important, but I'm just going to put something over here um, Jordan Fruit Creator. I'm pretty certain that later on I will change this. Anyway, over here you want to put your administration username. So put over here a username. It doesn't really need to be the email that you saw over here there, or if you get an email over there, it doesn't need to be that. You can put anything that you want. And this is the administration username. This is the username that later on you will need so you can log in to the back office of your website so you can start building your website. So I'm just going to put over here something like this, and also the password. Okay, when it comes to password, I really recommend for you to put something just like this. This is just an example with numbers, with letters, and a combination of things. Don't put like some people do their last name or where they live or stuff like that, because if someone wants to actually act on your website, that's very probably the first things that they will try to do is use that kind of common passwords that people use. So don't do that. Use something complicated and just write it on a place so you can remember it. And I'm going to put this. Okay, this password. Cool. Okay, administration email address. Later on, I'm going to actually show to you how you can do your email account, an email account for your website. So over here, I'm just going to put ProSite Tutorials, which is my main email address, and you might want to read the conditions, but I already read it. And just install now. Okay, just in a few moments, you will have your website, your WordPress installed on your website. So you can see this bar over here, and with time, it starts growing until you have it completely installed. Okay, that is done. So now you just need to wait until it's completely installed. And it's really quick, so you don't need to wait long. And then you can start working with your WordPress website. Anyway, I'm just going to get an email account. So once again, I go back to the cPanel. I go to email accounts. And over here, I already have several email accounts, but you want to get one for your website. So you choose your domain name over here. In this case, it's this one. You put your domain. So it's jordan@blog.prositutorials.com, but you put yours, of course, and a password. Okay, a password for this might be this one. Okay, cool. This is cool. And mailbox, quote, this is the amount of space that you want to reserve for your email. So you might want to put more than 250 megabytes, but I just choose a limited. And then you just need to press create an account. And once this is done, as you can see, you have over here a new email address. And this is just an email address for your website. So I'm just going to press access webmail. And over here, I'm going to put my password. Let's see if this will work, because sometimes it just doesn't enter. Okay. Over here, you have different kinds of service. I just like this one in the middle. I'm not sure why, because I just choose that one always. I guess it's because it's in the middle. And currently, sure, I don't have anything in my inbox. But this is how you can actually create an email account for your website. This way you will have an email account where you can receive the notifications from people who are trying to contact you and any kind of information related to your website. So this is really a great option. And I guess by now it's nearly installed, as you can see. So in my next section, I'm going to show to you how you can start working on your website so you can do something really amazing. Oh, and it's complete. As you can see now, it's complete. So I already have WordPress installed, so I can start working with it. Okay, so stay there. Okay, so let's get it started now. Currently I am in my website. This is how it looks like. It's far different from the one that you saw previously, which is this one. But by the end of this video, it will look similar and you will learn what you need to do so you can get a great blog for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to start working on my website. For me to do this, I need to go to my WordPress back office. So you go where you see your domain name, and in front of it, you write this small little bar, which I really don't recall the name, and you put the extension WP-admin. So admin is abbreviation for administrator or administration. So you put this extension and you press enter. Then you are redirected to the login page. Over here you need to put the username and the password that you used when you actually install WordPress. So hopefully you still remember it. So I'm going to put mine really quickly, and also the password. And this is the problem about big passwords, is the first time that you insert it, it's quite hard. Let me see if I get this right. So I just press login, and for what it seems, I got it right the first time. So, okay, so this is WordPress back office. As you can see, it has a sidebar with several sections that you can use to build your website. This is how you are able to build your website. It's throughout this several sections that you see over here. This is basically where you are going to be able to do everything that you want on your website. In this video, I'm really not going in detail with each section. I'm just going to show to you what you really need to do really quickly so you can get a really impressive blog out there. Anyway, I recommend for you to waste some time just checking each section, just wasting some time and just getting more familiar with WordPress. Okay, so currently I am in this page, which is the dashboard. It gives you some information about WordPress, recent published, with the posts that were recently published, and so on. I really don't use this page much. Anyway, the first thing that I'm going to do to start creating my website is get a theme. And as I said, a theme is basically how you can change the whole design of your website. So I get to appearance and I choose theme. Okay, over here you can see the 3 themes that I currently have installed on this website. And I'm using 2013, but I also have 2013 and 2012. The thing that is really great about WordPress, and probably one, I wouldn't say the most powerful options, but it's really very powerful, is that you can quickly change the whole design of your website. So once you install a theme, you just need to activate the theme that you want to use. Let's say that I want to use 2013. I'm going to show to you why this is really powerful. I just activated, and now I'm going to create a new tab so I can go to my website just like that. Okay, and once I go to my website, in a few moments you can see that my whole design immediately changed. So even when you have more content, if you just get tired of the design of your website, you just need to install a new theme and simply activate it, and you can change the whole look of it. Okay, so the theme that I want is called Radiate, but it's not the theme that you need to use. You're not obligated to use this theme. I just like it. If you want more themes, you can go to the section of WordPress.org themes. You just click on it. And over here, if you know exactly the name of the theme that you want, you can use this option to search for it. But I'm guessing if you are starting out, you probably don't know any name of themes. Also, you can filter by using these options, so you can find a specific kind of theme. Later on, I'm going to show to you how you can use this option. Also, you can get to featured to see all the themes that are featured by WordPress. And actually, the one that we want is called Radiate. And this is really impressive theme. Anyway, before you start installing all the themes that you see, which I really don't recommend for you to do that, you can before do a preview. So you just click on preview and you're taken to this page where you can just get a good idea of how your website will look like once you install this theme. Also, I must remind you that this thumbnail, many times you see this thumbnail and you see a good looking website, and once you install the theme, it doesn't look anything like what you saw over here. And that's because you need to add some images, some content to it, so you can start getting something that looks a bit better. So these are the featured themes. You also have newest ones. And these are the most recent themes. And I must remind you that, especially with new themes, they aren't still very tested by the WordPress community. Some of them might actually have bugs. So when you install a new theme, or actually any theme at all, especially when you have a lot of content, I really recommend for you to always do a backup of your website, just in case if something goes wrong. You really don't want to lose all of your hard work just because you installed a bad theme, okay? Okay, recently updated. So these are the ones that were just updated and so on. So over here you have a list of themes that you can choose. Anyway, I'm just going to search for Radiate, even though you saw it on the features section. But I'm just going to show to you how you can use this option. So you write the name of theme that you want, then you just press search. You can see that it immediately appears over here. Now I'm just going to install now, and you will see some weird stuff happening. Okay, and now you just need to activate the theme so you can start using it. Okay, fantastic. So now I'm going to refresh my website, and you will see that it changed the whole design. Really great. Okay, now the thing that I want to do is change this title that you see on top. Because migrate WordPress blog, okay, it's great, but it's not really what I want for title. So for me to do that, I go over here to settings and I choose general. This is one of the first things that I always do on all of my websites. So site title is exactly this title that you see over here. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to put Jordan's food guide. Okay. I also like to put this small bar that allows me to separate it and put some extra keywords that allows me to describe my website a bit more. Also, I like to do this because I always think about if someone actually wanted to find my website using the search box from Google, what would be the kind of words that they would put over there? So you always need to think about that. So for example, if you have a website related with watches, probably a good word that you could put, or search term that you could put over here, would be how to fix a specific kind of watch. Because very probably if someone is trying to fix that kind of watch, that's exactly the search term that they would put on Google or Yahoo or any other search engine. Anyway, there are plugins that allow you to SEO or search engine optimize your website even more. I have some videos on my channel if you want to check how you can do that later on. But in this video, I'm really going to keep it simple. Okay, tagline. This is the subtitle that appears below from your main title. In this case, I don't have any, so I'm just going to delete this. Also below, you can see that I don't have that neat looking www.blogs and so on. So I want to have that. And for me to do that, I simply write 3 W's and a dot. I just select all, copy and paste below. Always make sure that you double check this and you don't see any kind of misspelling. Because if you get this URL wrong, you might actually need to install WordPress once again, and you really don't want that. Okay, that's done. And below, I'm just going to put my new email, the one that I did previously. Okay, email. This address is used for administration purposes like user notification. That's why I did this email address. It's always good for you to do one. So I'm just going to save changes, and I'm obligated to log out. Really don't have any choice about that. Kind of boring, but okay. So I'm just going to put over here once again the information to log in. Let's see if it will work. Okay, great. Now I'm going to refresh my website so you can see the changes. Okay, the title has changed. Also, you can see over here on top the URL now has a www. This is not necessary, but if you want, this is how you can change this. Okay, so now the thing I want to do, as you can see on my demonstration website, I want to change the link color on my navigation bar and also the title over here. So I'm going to do that now. So now I go to my WordPress back office, I choose appearance and I check customize. Once you get to customize, you get a small preview of your website. The great thing is, once you change the options over here, you will be automatically able to see the changes on your website. Okay, as you can see, site title, this is something that we changed previously. So over here you have some options that are similar to the ones that you saw previously. The one that I want is colors. And I'm going to select color. You can see over here, once you select color, you have many different colors that you can choose from. And you can see that it immediately changes the colors over here, okay? So over here, I'm going to put my X code because I already know the color that I want, which is this burgundy. Okay. And the background color, you can see that it's this gray color. You can also change that if you want, but in this case, I'm just going to keep it. Okay. So also burgundy over here. Great. And as you can see, now the links have changed. Okay, for that. Looks good. Also a header image. Not going to change that now. Background image. Great. Also, you can make your front page static if you don't like this block format. By this I mean all of your posts will appear on your front page. You can also change it using these options. And also has some CSS coding, which I'm not going to do now. And later on I will show to you how you can add some feature sections using these options over here. So I'm just going to save and publish. Close this so I can go back. Okay, great. So I already changed this. Let me see. Okay, great. Now the thing I'm going to do is change my image on the header section. Currently I have this image. I think this is from New York if I'm not wrong, but I'm going to change this. I'm going to add my own image. So I get to my back office once again, and I get to appearance and I select where you see header. So this is the image that I currently have, but I want to do one. And they recommend a width of 1,500 pixels and height 450 pixels. So I need to do something between those sizes. So now I go to Gimp. This is Gimp. It's a free software, as I said previously, similar to Photoshop, even though I prefer Photoshop just because I have more experience on it. Anyway, this is really fantastic software. I mean, it really gives you many different options and it's completely free. In this video, I'm really not going much in detail with this software, but I left a link on the description from this video so you can click on that link so you can get more details through my other video where I speak about how to do a really amazing logo for your website. So I'm just going to get the image that I need. So I go to File, press Open, and as you can see, I can select the image from my computer. I already have the one that I want, which is logo, because I did this previously for my demonstration website. Okay, the first thing that you probably want to do is simply readjust the size of your image so it can fit on your WordPress website. So once you have your image open, you go to this section that says image and you just scale image. As you can see, the width is already correct, which is 1,500 pixels, and the height is a bit taller, actually a lot more taller than it's asked previously. But once I pass this image to WordPress, I will be able to crop it and you will see it. So once you have the sizes that you want, you can just change it over here. You just press scale. Okay, great. Once you have the image that you want, you might actually want to add a small title. It really depends on what you are trying to accomplish. So you just press to say, you click where you want to add your test and you write what you want. Jordan's food curriculum. I'm actually not going to have this title. So as you can see, it's really small. You cannot even see it. You just need to select everything, go over here and increase the size to 90 pixels, a bit larger probably, and it has over here a misspelling. You can also change the type of font that you are using by going to this window and choosing the font that you want to use. And this allows you, as you can see, it allows you to change this font. I'm just talking about this because it's very usual for people to want to add a title to their image. Okay, so you can also change the color by clicking over here and putting red or whatever you want. It's really that simple. And for you to reposition your title, you go to this cross, and this is kind of tricky, okay? Because if you click on the wrong place, actually what it will move around is your background image, and you don't want that. So you need to reposition this on the correct place, and you will see that your cursor image will change, and then you can move your title around to the place where you want, okay? But I'm just going to delete this because I'm not going to add this. Okay, once you have the image that you need with the right size and so on, you just get to File and Export As. So you can save this image on your computer. In this case, I'm just going to override on logo.jpg or Jetpack or whatever you call this. And I select File, so I can choose the type of file that I want. I like to use Jetpack because for bigger images, it gives you more quality. So I choose this file and I just press export. As you can see, it will replace blah blah blah. Okay, quality, I'm going to keep it massive. And just press export. Okay, this is all done on Gimp. Now I'm going back to my website and I'm going to choose browse. And I'm going to browse for logo. Okay, now I have the file that I want to use and I just press upload. And you can see that in a brief moments the image will change, as you can see, and it will allow me to crop. You can see that you have this small rectangle that you can just drag around, and all of these darker spaces that you see, once you crop it, it will disappear. So you can choose it like this. Also, you can increase the size of this box by clicking on this small square on the side, just like that. Okay, it looks good. Now I'm just going to crop and publish, and from here everything is completely done. Okay, so great. Just going to wait a while because I want to save changes, and just save changes over here. Always save changes. Refresh my website, and things look great. Okay, so that's how you can add an image over here. Okay, now I'm going to install a plugin called Jetpack, because you're probably wondering first, what is actually a plugin? Well, a plugin is like a small application that you can add to your WordPress website that gives you many different and also helpful functions to it. In this case, I'm going to use Jetpack because Jetpack really gives you many different features, and later on in this video, when I start creating some pages, especially the contact page, I'm going to use some of the options from Jetpack. Okay, so if you are using Bluehost, then I'm guessing that you already have Jetpack installed, and you can see that because you have a small section appearing over here saying Jetpack. But in case if you don't have Jetpack, you need to go to Plugins, and you just click on Add New. And you search for Jetpack, which is this name altogether, Jetpack. So you search for plugin, and it's the first one that appears. And as you can see, I cannot install it once again, but you will have Install Now option. So you just press Install Now, and in the other page, you just need to activate it. Once that is done, you need to get a WordPress account and connect to it. Because if you don't have a WordPress account, you cannot, as you can see, all of these boxes are features that you can add to your website. And if you don't have an account with WordPress, you cannot use these options. Also, I have a video related to this if you're interested in getting to know more about Jetpack. So I'm going to connect to my WordPress account by clicking on this button. And this might take just a few moments because I'm redirected to their website where I will be able to connect to my WordPress account. Okay, actually I'm going to sign out. Okay, so if you don't have an account, once you come to this page, you need to press Need an Account. Then it's just, you need to fill the usual information. Once you create an account, you will receive an email with a link that you need to click so you can activate your WordPress account, and then you just connect to your website so you can start using Jetpack. Okay, so I'm just going to add my own account over here. Oops. And the password. Let me see if this will actually go right. Sometimes I misspell the password. Okay, it worked. Okay, now I have Jetpack connected and I can use all of these options. But anyway, now I'm going to create an About page, which was that page that you talk a little about yourself, about your website, and so on. So I go to Pages, and actually, from what I remember, I have the sample page, which I'm going to first delete because it looks ugly. So I go to Pages and I select All Pages. This is the sample page that I currently have. And I'm just going to trash it by clicking on this trash link. Now I'm going to add a new page, which will be called About. Okay, so over here, intertitle, you want to add the title About or whatever you want. You can add another title if you want. And I'm actually going to get the demo content on the other website I did, on my administration website. This is just demo content just to fill the blank space because I don't feel like writing. So I'm just going to paste it on my new about page, just like that. Okay, really simple. So you write whatever you want. Also, you have different formatting options. It's basically has, if you ever used Word, it's basically the same thing. So you can select where you want and you can make your content bold, or if you click once again on the bold option, it disappears. Italic, so underline. Also, you can change the color of your content by clicking on this. Say you have some colors over here, or you can even go to more colors to get even more colors. So you can pretty much choose the color that you want to have to your content. Let's say this blue, like that. Also, you can create links. Let's say that I want to link to my main website. So I'm just going to write over here Pro Site Tutorials, which is the link that I want. I select it and I click on this small chain over here. I just write, let me see if I already have it saved over here, www.prositetours.com. You can also open link in a new window, which is something that I usually do. This means that when someone clicks on this link, a new window opens up with that website, which is really useful. And you just press that link and you can see the test changes. Also, for you to center stuff, you just click over here where you want to actually change where it is. You just click on it and align center, or even align to the right side. I usually use this for titles. I commonly use this for titles. Also, if you don't have these options appearing below, you just need to click on this icon, and as you can see, it expands. Okay, so for you to remove, let's say that you have a huge portion with a lot of formatting, and you don't want to go and just delete each formatting option because it's really time consuming. So you just select where you want to remove everything, press the small rubber, and you can see that it disappears immediately. Okay, there are some options over here that you might want to play around. Also, you have the visual mode, which is pretty much how you will see this page online. Also, the test mode, which in this case I really don't have much, but you can see over here below some HTML code. So on test mode, you can see the HTML code for your page. Okay, so I'm going to add a photo. For me to do that, I just select Add Media. And over here, you have a library that a library is basically all of the images that you upload for your website will be taken to this library. In this case, I'm going to get one from my computer. So I just choose upload files, select files, and let me see, it's this one, Jordan Jetpack. Okay. You might want to change the title, but the most important thing is really the alt test. And alt test, well, let's say that someone goes to your website and they cannot see your image. But if you have an alt test, at least they can see that piece of text and get an idea of what that image would be about. So, Jordan image. You can also write a description if you want. Alignments, in this case you have center right, but I want left. Link to, actually I'm not going to link to anything. This means that when someone clicks on this image, they are redirected to another website. I'm just going to choose none. Also, sizes, you can choose thumbnail or full size, which is the original size for this image. I like thumbnail because I want to keep all the images from my website basically with the same size. So insert into page. Once I have this done, and you can see the image appears over here. Okay, great. I have an image. Now I'm actually going to do a preview just by clicking this. So you can see what, before you actually publish, this is what you can do, just a preview, so you can see exactly how your page will look like once you publish it. Now I'm just going to show you a last option, which is how to add a video. Okay, so I'm going to add over here a video. The great thing is I'm using Jetpack. By this I mean I can use just this little piece of coding, which is actually, let me see this, yeah, YouTube. And now I go to, once I have this code, I go to YouTube, to the video that I want. I just copy the URL of this video. I go once again to my page, which is over here. I paste it and I just close this piece of coding. Actually, not like that. Okay, so now I have a video embedded, and I will show to you that it will appear on my preview just below. Okay, that's how you can easily add a video with if you are actually using Jetpack. But if you aren't using Jetpack, probably because you don't like it or whatever, the way for you to add a video is, once again, you go to the video, you click on it, and you just choose copy embed code. Now you go once again to your page. In this case, you want to go to your test section, so you can add this piece of code. And you just paste it over here, and you can see that a portion of code appears over here, and this allows you to add a video. This is how you can embed a video really quickly, as you can see. Okay, great. Actually, I'm just going to add some HTML code to center my video, just by writing over here center, center. And once I now do a preview, my video will be centered. I guess it will be, at least. Okay. So that's the about page. Now I have everything done on this about page, and I'm just going to publish it by clicking on this button. Okay, great. Now once I get to my website, the sample page disappeared, and I have an about page over here. Okay, this page is done. Now I'm going to create a contact page. So once again, I'm going to edit page and add new. Okay, contact page. I'm just going to call it contact. Going to visual mode. Going to my demo website. Just going to copy this content. Don't want to write anything. And now, because I'm using Jetpack, I have this option over here that says add contact form. This allows me to easily add a contact form. So I just need to click on it. This window pops out. And over here you can see pretty much the options that you currently have. Once you can add your name, your email, website, comment. These are the options that I currently have. You can also move things around just by doing this and dragging stuff around really easily. In this case, I want name first, just showing to you. Also, once you press edit, this allows you to change the label. In this case, it's name, and also the field type, because you have drop boxes, drop down menus. I mean, email, which I have below, radio, buttons, test area, and so on. Okay, I'm just going to save this field. Also, you can add a new field by clicking on over here, just like that. In this case, I don't want it. Just going to keep it simple. So I'm going to delete it by pressing this minus. And once everything is done, you just need to click on add this form to my post. You can see this huge piece of coding appears. Now, once I do a preview, I already have a contact form. This is great because this allows anyone to easily contact you. Also, actually I forgot to mention this, but I'm going to do a new contact form because I forgot to mention about email notification. Over here, it allows you to enter the email where you want to receive the notification from that person. In this case, I'm going to put this one and just save changes and have this form. Okay, great. Now I'm just going to publish it because it's done. Okay, this is done. Great. Okay, now this is done. I have a contact page and stuff are starting to look a bit better. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Now I'm going to start adding my feature section to my website. Okay, so for me to add my feature section, I'm going to create 3 new pages. I'm going to create 3 new pages really quickly. So I'm going to my old demo website, and I want the first one to be this one, how to become a food critic. This is my first option, and I'm going to actually write this demo content over here, just copy and paste it. I'm going to do this really quickly. Okay, there is something that I must mention. Okay, on my old website, on the demo website, you can see that you have a read more appearing over here, and that appears because once you actually need to do that. By this I mean you need to go to the place where you want to cut your content. So not everything will appear on your website because many times you don't want that. So you select the place where you want to cut your content. By this I mean later on where your read more will appear on your website. And you just click on this icon, insert more tag. As you can see, this line appears. So people will see over here a read more. This is how you actually can cut your content. And I'm just going to add a photo, which is basically the same way. In this case, I'm just going to do a bit quicker because by now you already know how to do this. I'm not sure if this is the one. Yeah. Okay, insert to post. Now I'm going to publish. Actually, I'm going to set a feature image. You need to set a feature image for this image over here to appear, okay? So that's why I'm going to insert a feature image. And just press publish when this is actually available. Okay, publish. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the other ones. So I'm going to do it a bit quicker. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for other ones. I'm just going to add this 3 new pages to my website really quickly so we can pass to another section of this. Actually don't need to add this all, but okay. Now actually I think I did wrong. I need to go over here at the top. Actually had over here an image. Let me see the one that I want. Sync course, cooking classes. I'm not sure if this one. Okay, insert, set feature. So just in a while I will have all the pages that I need. Just add another one. Okay. Add immediate. Actually, this one is food tasting course. Okay. Okay, this is the last page that I'm going to add to this. Now I'm going to set this feature image. Okay, publish. Okay, now I have all the feature sections for my website. And now I'm going to set them to future because currently I don't have anything. Even if I refresh my website, I don't have anything because I didn't chosen the features that I want to appear. So I get to appearance and once again to customize. Okay, I get to customize and I select front page future section. So first future section, I want best cooking classes, and the other one food tasting course, and the other one how to become a food critic. Actually, I forgot to put the read more that I was talking about. As you can see, a huge piece of content appears. So that's why you need to simply cut your content so you don't get all of this portion, which I'm not going to do now because I really don't want to waste time doing that, but I guess you understood how you can do that. So as you can see, now I have the future sections for my website. I'm just going to save and publish this. And next, I'm just going to pass to my posts. So I'm going to pass to my posts. Posts that I want to add to my website. Okay, you're probably wondering the difference between posts and pages because this is something that is common for people to initially don't know the difference. Well, pages, as you can see, I used for the contact page, the about page. These are pages that I create for my website and they are meant to be used for a static purpose. Now, posts are all the content that you want to add to your website. This can be articles where you offer tips about this or that or anything like that, okay? That's when you use posts. So basically you use posts for most things. Okay, so I'm going to add some posts over here and I'm going to show you how you can start doing categories. I'm not going to add the same amount of posts that I had it over here because I don't want to waste time with that. Okay, so I'm going to add over here the first post, which is for best dishes. So once again, I'm just going to add a post for each section. So I'm going to copy this content and copy the most delicious dish. Actually looks good. So I'm going to get the image that I want. I'm actually not, let me see which one it is. Not sure if this is the one. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is food. Okay, so I made now a post, and basically the options that you have over here are the same one that you saw on pages. However, posts have a few different things. The different thing is categories, and as I said, categories is really a great idea for you to start using because it's something that allows you to organize your website better. So I'm going to create a new category for this page, for this post, I mean. And I'm going to call it, what I actually call it previously, best dishes. So this will be my new category called best dishes. It's not apparent of anything, actually this will be a main category. Also you can add some tags. And tags is basically a way for you to add some related words from your post. Let's say that you have a post related with how to cook chicken. So very probably you want to add over here cook chicken and stuff like that that are similar, that are related to your post. This is great because when the search engines go to that post, they will more easily identify the kind of article that you are talking about. And this helps you actually rank better on the search engines. So you might want to add some tags. Also, you can see that currently I only have one category. It's called uncategorized. This is great if you have a post that really doesn't relate with anything that you have on your website. So I'm just going to add a new category. You can see once I press this button, it immediately appears over here. Everything is done. Now I'm just going to publish this. Now I'm going to basically do the same thing for each category. Actually, I forgot just to do one thing. Okay, so I forgot to cut my contents. So I need to insert more tag over here to cut my content. So it won't appear huge. Okay, so now I'm going to add one for this one, and now I'm just going to go a bit quicker with this, just like that, and add new. Okay, add a new one. Never ate better meal. And this is restaurant guide category, so I'm going over here and create a new category. Actually, I mistake. I have tags, so I want new category. Restaurant guide. Have this one and have the image. And once again, I'm going to cut my content. Okay, so I'm going to upload the file that I want, which is one of these restaurants, and just insert into post and publish it. And now I'm just going to create the last post, so I can have one post for each category of my website. So I'm just going to do another post really quickly. In this case, it can be this one because it's the only one that I really have. So I'm going to copy this content, and I go into this page, post it, and copy the title. Okay, really quickly, add image and dessert. You can see that the library is currently expanding because I'm adding more and more images to it. Basically, you create a library like this. Sometimes you may want to use the same image on other part of your website, and this way you don't need to upload and waste this time once again uploading it. You can use immediately one of the images on your gallery. So that's exactly why you have this. Okay, I'm going to insert into post just like that, cut this content and with this option, and create the category for this, delicious desserts. Once again, I'm adding this to the wrong place. Okay, and just press publish it. Okay, now I have all of the posts, but I'm going to show to you something that currently is happening on my website. Okay, I had a post for each category, just so you can get a good idea. But you can see now how disorganized is my current navigation bar. The reason why this is happening is because I don't have a custom menu. Okay, I need to create a custom menu so I can organize the links that you see on this navigation bar the way that I want, and pretty much choose the links that I want appearing over here. So that's why I'm going to create now a custom menu for this. So for me to do that, I go to Appearance and I choose Menus. So I choose Menus, and I'm going to create a new menu. Actually, I already have over here a menu for some reason, but I'm going to create a new one. Create a new one called Main Menu. Okay, Main Menu. Currently doesn't have anything. So I'm going to add the pages that I want and the categories. Actually, Actually, if you don't have some of the options over here, you can simply go over here to screen options and choose them. Just like this. And you can see once you click on one, it immediately appears over here. So I'm going to put over here my categories because I want to hide that. Just like that. And the pages that I want, which is this one, and this one. Okay. Now I'm going to organize them. Actually, they are already organized. And I'm not going to check this first option because I don't want my pages to be automatically added to this bar. That's why I'm not going to check this option, but I'm going to check this one because in this case I only can check this one, but in other themes you have different options, and this allows you to display the same menu, the same custom menu on different places of your website, such as your footer section, which is over here below. It really depends on the theme that you are using. And basically it allows you to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to save menu and refresh my website. And you will see that my navigation bar already changed. Anyway, there is something that is missing, and is my homepage. How can people actually go back to my website without a homepage? So for me to do that, I'm just going to over here to links, and I'm going to create a new link back to my website, and link test will be called home. Add to menu, and this allows me to add a new page over here. Also, you can drag and drop things around and pretty much organize your website, your navigation bar this way. So I'm going to save changes, and now I will have a home page. And once someone clicks over here, they are taken to my main front page. That's how you can do that. Okay, let's see what is missing. And as I said, some things are a bit different from my demo website because I'm really doing this quickly. Actually, there is an image missing over here, but you can see that this is how you can do this stuff. Okay, so this is done. Now we are going to add these widgets over here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So for me to add widgets, I need to go to the section that says over here on appearance, widgets. Okay, so my sidebar currently has all of this crap, and you can see this crap appears over here. So I'm going to delete all of this and just leave the one that I need, which is recent posts. And these are called widgets, okay? This allows you to put several options on your sidebar, or depending on the theme that you're using, you can also put on your footer. Okay, since I'm using Jetpack, I have some extra few widgets that I can add. For example, the Facebook like box, which I'm going to add, and also I have the other one which I want to show to you, which is blog subscription. Okay, so this is the one that I want to add. So I'm just going to click on it and simply drag over here to the top side. And this allows people to subscribe to this email service, and each time I publish something new, they will receive a notification. I'm also going to save the changes. And now the last one is my Facebook like box. Okay, great. And I'm just going to change the title. And this works on real time. That means everything that I change over here immediately will change on my website. And once I refresh, you will see that some options already change. So I already have a recent post and I'm subscribed to via email. Okay. Now I'm going to have this Facebook like box, which is this one that you saw over here. I'm actually going to head to my website, to my other fan page called Full-Time Sexy Man. Actually, it's not over here. This is the title. Like us on Facebook. because I currently just did a fan page for my main website, and I mean, I still don't have many people over there. So actually, if you want to like my Facebook, just go on. It's just a new fan page. I might actually start working on it later on, more on. Actually, I think it put the wrong. For some reason, it didn't save this thing over here. Full-time sexy. I actually need to put the URL. I'm mistaken over here. Okay. So you need to put the URL of your fan page on Facebook. Also, you have some options over here that you can change. You can change the width, the height, and so on. I'm just going to save changes, refresh my website, and you can see that now I have a box appearing over here. Actually, I'm going to just increase the width to 350 pixels, save changes, refresh, so I can get a little box over here. That's how you can add a like us on Facebook, which is really fantastic because people see this, they like your website, and very probably they will just like you on your fan page. Okay, there is something, and we are nearly done with this blog, and it's looking quite good now, but there is something just missing, and it's the sharing buttons. Because I mean, someone goes to your post, it looks really nice, but they don't see any kind of sharing buttons to Facebook and Twitter, and if they don't see it, they are also not going to send to you a message asking for it. So nobody is going to share your content on Google Plus and so on. And you really want that, because very probably if you have sharing buttons and people start sharing your stuff, your content will go viral and you will start receiving tons of traffic. And that's basically what you want. So now you need to go to Jetpack. Click on Jetpack, and over here you go to sharing. I think it's actually sharing. Let me see. Well, yeah, I guess it's sharing. So you go to sharing and you choose configure. So we are going to add now the sharing buttons. Okay, so you go over here where it says sharing buttons. These are the several services that you can add using this plugin called Jetpack. And currently the available services, these are the ones that you can use. And enable services, this allows you to enable the services that you want. So I'm just going to drag and just drop it below. This allowed me to add Facebook, same thing for Google Plus, Twitter, Pinterest. It really depends on the options that you want. So I'm just going to add this ones. You can add more if you want, to Tumblr, to Stumble Upon. Really depends on what you want. Also, you can change the button style to only icons, to test only. As you can see, the preview changes immediately. Official buttons. This is actually quite nice. I'm going to keep this one. And share this. Love me. That's not a good thing to add to a label. But in this case, it doesn't appear because actually I think it will appear on my website later on. Okay, show buttons on posts, which is where I want, but you can also add to your pages. Also front page. This allows you to choose the places where you want to display this. So I'm just going to save changes. And actually I'm going to refresh my website, and I hope that this will actually appear. Sometimes it doesn't appear for some reason. Okay. So now someone goes to your post, they really like what they see. They see these sharing buttons, and they see especially this title that says love me, and I really thought that someone will be able to resist this and they will like you on Facebook or just go on Twitter and Google Plus, and it's just crazy. Okay, so that's how you can do a blog. And I know that you are probably looking and you see this huge title over here, and once you go to my demonstration website, you can see that it's a bit smaller. That's because I had some CSS coding over here. And since I'm actually I'm just recording this this window a bit smaller size than my true full screen size, that's why everything seems like all together. But if it was the full screen size of my laptop, then this thing, the title would be on the side and it will look great. I'm just saying this for you to not worry about this. I'm not going really to speak about CSS coding because I don't want to overcomplicate. So we have the future section. We have the links looking nice on the navigation side bar. We have the several features on our widgets. We have the posts. We have everything that we need to create a fantastic looking blog. This is how you can create a blog. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit long, but I'm pretty sure that it was very useful. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can receive our latest updates, our fresh content that you will love. And also, if you have any question, just leave it below on the comment section. I will read it and try to help you out if it's required. So that is all for this video. Stay tuned with Pro Tutorials, and bye.